With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 3 of 4.
Etc.
We pray for Ukraine, or you reign.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
He that puts the fear of sin above his wisdom will endure. But he that puts his wisdom above the fear of sin, his wisdom will not endure. Please continue watching to find out more.
Are you complicit? Are you funding this brutality by eating animals? As a species, we are so apathetic, barbaric, self-indulgent, greedy, and self-important, a plague on this earth. Emma Haswell, vegan.
Nos dijeron que abusar de sus cuerpos y explotarlos es normal, natural y necesario. Pero no son cosas, son seres sintientes, con percepción y conciencia, como usted y como yo.
While enjoying the blue clear skies of the Canary Islands, greet the beautiful locals with Buenos dias. That's good day in Spanish, the language spoken by the Canarians. I am Lucia. The passionate people of the Canary Islands pray that you find true contentment in life through all that you do. May God's guiding light illuminate your path and fill your days with joy and fulfillment. Welcome to Ethical Living in Pursuit of Wisdom, from Judaism, the Talmud, Part 1 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Judaism's history begins around 2000 BCE with a covenant between God, or Elohim, and Abraham. Over 1,000 years later, as the Jewish faithful believe, God's or Elohim's laws and commandments were revealed to the prophet Moses on Mount Sinai, forming the Torah, which is the first part of the Hebrew Bible. The Hebrew Bible, or Tanakh, and the ancient writings of the Talmud embody the beliefs and practices of Judaism. Present in every aspect of the religion is a single, omniscient, and compassionate God, or Elohim. The Talmud is a collection of early commentary by revered Jewish scholars and rabbis on the Holy Tanakh, and was compiled over a period of 300 years from 200 to AD 500. With the goal of helping the faithful to better understand and apply the laws and teachings as set out in the Holy Tanakh.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Slovakia is one of them. Slovakia, amendment to the law on veterinary care. Animal persons are recognized as life, conscious beings, and animal people cruelty laws are in place to ensure that they are free from hunger and thirst, discomfort, pain, injury, and disease, and have freedom to express normal behaviors and freedom from fear and distress. Violations can lead to fines and imprisonment. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace, so be it.
In today's episode, we invite you to listen to selections from the Tractate Abbot, or Fathers of the Mishnah, in the Talmud, which touch on the benefits of studying the Torah, moral principles, and the connection between our actions and the divine. Tractate Abbot, Fathers of the Mishnah, Chapter 3. Akavia ben Mahalel says, "Consider 3 things before thou commit a transgression. Whence come thou, and where art thou going? And before whom thou shalt give an accounting. Whence come thou? From a putrid drop. And where art thou going? To dust and vermin. And before whom shalt thou give an accounting? Before the King of Kings, the Holy One, blessed be He." Rabbi Hanina, the priest, says, "Pray for peace of the rulers." Rabbi Hanina ben Teradion says, "Two who sit without words of learning between them are as a session of scoffers," as was said, Psalms 1, verse 1, "Nor sitteth in the seat of the scoffers." But two who sit and entertain words of the Torah, the Spirit of the Lord rests among them, as was said, Malachi 3, verse 16. "Then they that feared the Lord spake often, one to the other, and the Lord hearkened, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name." Of two it is spoken, but even one who sits by himself and studies the law, the Lord, blessed be He, designates His reward, as was said, Lamentations 3, verse 28. "He sitteth alone and keepeth silence, because He hath borne it upon Him."
Never look at animal people flesh counter again? Good that you are a determined vegan. Bless you.
Rabbi Simon says, 3 that ate at the table and spoke not the words of the law are as if they ate of the sacrificial offerings of the dead, as it was spoken. Isaiah 28, verse 8. "For all the tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so there is no place clean. But 3 who are at one table and spoke the words of the Torah there are as if they ate from the table of the Lord, as was said, Ezekiel 41, verse 22. "And he said unto me, This is a table that is before the Lord." Rabbi Hanina ben Hachinai says, "He that awakens in the night, who walks on the road alone, and turns his heart to vanity, he is liable with his life." Rabbi Halafta from the village of Hananiah says, 10 that sit and study the Torah, the Spirit of the Lord hovers among them, as was spoken. Psalms 72, verse 1. "God standeth in the congregation of the mighty." And even if 5, as was said, Amos 9, verse 6. "And hath founded his troops in the earth." And even if 3, as is said, Psalms 82, verse 1. "He judgeth among the gods." And even if 2, as is said, Malachi 3, verse 16. "Then they that fear the Lord spoke often to one another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And even if one, as is said, Exodus 20 verse 24, in all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. Rabbi Eleazar from Barutha says, Give unto him of his own, because thou and all thou possess are from him. And thus spoke David. 1 Chronicles 29 verse 14. For all things come of thee, and of thine own have we given thee. Rabbi Salmon says, He that walks in the road and interrupts his study and says, How beautiful is this tree, and how beautiful are these fields. The scriptures reckon it as if he were liable with his life.
And the Oscar goes to Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Let's go! I'm doing better.
Whether we're talking about gender inequality or racism or queer rights or indigenous rights or animal rights, we're talking about the fight against injustice.
I'm doing better than ever. I'm doing better than ever. I'm doing better than ever. You know, I'm doing better than ever. 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 Like the sun shining after bad weather. I'm doing better than ever. I'm doing better than ever. I'm doing better than ever.
One with flying colours? What else to expect? You are vegan.
Rabbi Dostai ben Rabbi Jana says in the name of Rabbi Meir, He that forgets one word of his studies brings upon himself the scriptures as if he were guilty of his life. As is said, Deuteronomy 4 verse 9, Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen. Does this refer to one even if his study was too difficult for him? The scriptures say, Deuteronomy 4 verse 9, Lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa says, He that puts the fear of sin above his wisdom will endure. But he that puts his wisdom above the fear of sin, his wisdom will not endure. He would say, He whose deeds are greater than his wisdom will endure. But he whose wisdom is greater than his deeds, his wisdom will not endure. He used to say, He that gives satisfaction to men satisfied the Lord, but he with whom mankind is not satisfied does not satisfy the Lord. Rabbi Dosan ben Harkina says, Morning sleep, midday wine, childish talk, and sitting in the company of ignorant men put a man out of the world. Rabbi Eleazar of Modem says, He that desecrates that which is holy, that profanes the feast days and shames his fellow man in public, that breaks the covenant of our father Abraham, he that interprets the law, not in accordance with the statutes, even if he possesses learning and good deeds, shall not have a share in the world to come. For more information, please visit Internet Sacred Text Archive or sacred-texts.com.
Deny vegan. Only noble people choose it.
Open-minded viewers, it has been a pleasure to have your company for today's Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for Ethical Living in Pursuit of Wisdom from Judaism, the Talmud, Part 2 of 2. Coming up next is Evoking Our True Humanity, right after noteworthy news. May the purity of your spirit be uplifted in the wondrous blessings of heaven.
Be vegan, make peace. Do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते कई भाषाओं में कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/WOW